I gotta admit, this episode is straight up filler, but I gotta admit, I can't help liking this episode. This is Sullivan asking of Naruto Shippuden episode 349. Hey, Kakashi, the shadow behind the mask. And this was strictly and I heard about this weeks in advance before, so I know what's coming up. It starts off with she having a nightmare about the day he killed Rain, and because of the whole hit and miss thing, and whole Obito going rampage. Hey, Kakashi blanked out. He doesn't remember what happens next. And he blanked out, and he's having nightmares. He wakes up with his Sharingan. He's crying. And he goes to the sink, starts washing his hands, saying it won't wash off. And, because he just killed someone that he thought was his closest. He killed someone who was his closest friend and probably loved him. And then then continue forward. You get after that. Hey, you get the Ina Shikocho, Shikaku, Inoichi, and Choza, Choji, and Shikamaru's there. The original Ina Shikocho. They're meeting with the Hidden Stone. They toss them a parchment. The Hidden Stone want a peace treaty with the Hidden Stone to end the Great Ninja War. Because things are right now getting heating up between the three of them, but the Hidden Stone, they refuse. They're refusing. They want to fight. Hey, and then guess who shows up? The Hidden Sand and the fourth Kazekage, Gaara's father. Because right now they're on the edge of their territory. They're on the edge of the Hidden Sand's territory with all the sands, and this could be a three-way. If the Hidden Stone ever make a move right there, they will get in. The Hidden Sand will get involved. The Hidden Leaf, taking on the Hidden Leaf is one thing, but they don't want the sand on their ass either. So they closely back off. And that's just one part. And they back off. Later, you get a discussion with the others. Like, you get the young version of all the teachers. You get Asuma, Asuma, the son of the third Hokage. He was in Asuma, Guy Sensei, Genma, Guy, Kurenai, several of them that several of the adults, they're all eating dumplings, they're all talking about the treaty, about everything going well and smooth after everything. Later you get to see Kakashi, he's walking down. If Guy even tries to invite him, he's trying to invite him to eat with them, to celebrate that the war is going to be over. But Kakashi just stares at them and then just walks off. I mean, think about it. He just lost two people on his team, his friends. He's completely alone, other than his sensei. He's completely alone. And he is right now on the edge. And he is depressed and sad. Because he literally killed someone he cared for with his own hands, even though it was an accident. I'm not telling you the reason why. If I do, it's just revealing secrets. Continuing forward with this, Kakashi is right now thunderstruck. Later, you get a conversation with the Leaf Elder. You get Homura, Koharu, and Danzo, sneaky Danzo. And talks to them how they're going to deal with the situation in the Hidden Sand Treaty. Hidden Stone Treaty. And, you get everybody on both sides trying to do something. You get the Leaf Elders, and you even get the Elders of the Sand. You get to see Onoki, the third Tsuchikage. God, that dude is still old. He looks the same as he did. He looks the same as he did 17 years ago, before Naruto was born. Why that dude never stepped down and never understand? Well, he's the only Genkai Todo. Use the particle style. The elders are trying to objectify this, but they are losing the edge of the war. They sacrificed 1,000 of their own men, and they're thinking. And Tsuchi Kage, he wants to end the war a little bit, and I'm thinking he wants to end this before it gets out of hand. Meanwhile, you have the third Hokage Hiruzen, and makes an announcement, and he wants to. He's trying to do something. He wants to announce that he will take all the blame for so many soldiers lost. By stepping down as the third Hokage and picking a fourth Hokage. So this is by far the origin of the first Hokage. This was a pretty interesting story, I guess. Even though it's strictly filler, why didn't they at least give this idea to Kishimoto on putting this in the manga? This could have been an interesting long chapter. Sure, it would have been a little bit filler, but you gotta admit, I kind of like the story a little bit. Continuing for, where things are getting on the edge, and later you get the meeting. Later you get the meeting with the feudal lord, and everybody, they're talking, hey, and while they're talking about the feudal lord is glad, doesn't want Hiruzen to step down because he thinks he's doing just a good job. But Danzo, he wants to take advantage. He wants to really take advantage of the situation no matter what. He even announced that Orochimaru should be the fourth Hokage because, Orochimaru and him made a deal. He knows all of his sneaky stuff and all the secrets. Right? But he doesn't choose Orochimaru. He chooses against Minato, who is a disciple of Zen, Jiraiya. Maybe more sense if he picked Jiraiya or something. But he picked Minato, so it kind of makes sense. So I gotta admit, he did a wise decision. But Danzo, I gotta admit, he was furious. He laid on the cards, and the Hiruzen factored in. He doesn't care about Hiruzen or his decision. Hiruzen and he's like, there he stepped down, and his decision is final. Picking. But Danzo, he still categorically refused, saying that Minato is still too young to be a Hokage. Okay, but that's all. Later you get an announcement, things are getting even, and you see an announcement, and what you call, how in ancient time when the villagers were gathered to hear news from the leaders, and they put a sign to announce the news, and they did that with this. They announced a sign saying, I, the third Hokage, Hiruzen Sarutobi, resign, and I will pick Minato Namikaze to be the fourth. Sincerely, the third Hokage, Hiruzen. That's it. Guy was one of the people who read it. He goes to Kakashi. He tells Kakashi is feeling a little bit happier. Not too happy, but happier than he's been in a while, knowing that his sensei will bring some hope and happiness to his village, and some good news. After all, he lost his friends, who was also Minato's students. So this is what you call a big change. A very, very big change. Continuing forward with this, after that, Minato talks to Hiruzen, and he's saying, will you accept this? And Hiruzen says, will you accept it? And Minato is yes. Later, after that, he goes home, and he talks to his wife, Kushina, Naruto's mother. He's saying, what did the third Hokage want? He's probably... He said, and he just said flat out loud that he picked me as to be the fourth Hokage. And Kushina at first thinks that he's just going to bother him with some kind of simple mission. But when she's surprised, she's like, "What?" Gives Minato a giant hug. Lily leaps onto him, and she's like very excited. Minato's about to fall on his back. It would have been funny if they actually did it like that. It made him fall on his back after the announcement. But after the jump, she calms down and says, congratulations, and Minato's like, thank you, because this is his wife. And I gotta admit, it's been a long time since we actually see Kushina's, even though we don't see her character much in the series or the manga, but I'm glad they're actually giving her something. It's pretty interesting how she took the news, but knowing Kushina's hyper-aggressive nature, it was pretty good. I still think the funny part should have been when she jumped on it and he fell on his butt. That still would have been funny. Continuing with this, you get Orochimaru and Danzo talking about taking advantage of the situation has failed, and they're telling that Minato is being used as a tool by the third to keep the villagers lively, because Minato is a war hero. Think about it. He helped lead the Hidden Leaf to victory in the Great Ninja War. Okay, so who better to be their leader than a hero? But later after their meeting, they discuss, and he even talking about his experiments. He said when his experiment is successful, you have everything necessary. Continuing forward after that, Danzo leaves. Talking. Later you get the ceremony. You get the ceremony where Minato, wearing his fourth Hokage robe, the third Hokage hands him his hat. Everybody outside cheering, and after that, Minato goes on the edge, takes off his hat. Everybody's in celebration, rejoicing the fact that Minato is now the fourth. Kakashi is very happy that his sensei got passed. Later, you get So he gives Kakashi a mission to send a peace treaty document to the Hidden Stone, so things would get easier. But there are some people who still don't want Minato to succeed, Danzo included, because he's still young, inexperienced as the job of Hokage, and at the same time, Kakashi still hasn't gone over the death of Rin, and Obito, because they were both his friends. After that, Kakashi goes on a mission. He's sneak attacked by people. He even tries to train to use the Chidori. You saw earlier in this episode, he trains to use the Chidori, but he can't. He's still taunted by the memory of Rin. He even tries to use it against those sneak attackers, but he is right now on the edge. He can't get over his fear and the loss of Rin. In fact, when he was about to attack, he was about to use the Chidori. He sees Rin's face. His face is flabbergasted by fear and the image of Rin, angry with him for her death. He is literally fat guy. It took Guy and other people to help bail him out. He is literally tired and exhausted and freaking out. I know what it is. It's PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, where someone has recurring nightmares, extreme stress, agitated because of a particular situation, a moment of fear. I know, because I got robbed in my house and I had a gun pointed at my face. I know what PTSD does to a person, more than you know. That's me. Trust me. I know. Continuing forward with this, Kakashi goes to the hospital. The mission's canceled. Minato goes visit Kakashi after Guy explains what happened. He gives Kakashi a mission to join the ANBU Black Ops. This way he could probably get some more training and probably lose his sense of fear that he's experiencing right now, because that fear is literally getting in his way of being a shinobi. Really, later he picks up his equipment, he puts on his mask, he gets his equipment from the ANBU, he puts on his mask. Next, I saw the preview, he's going to be a bodyguard to Kushina, that she's pregnant now. She's pregnant with Naruto, and the episode is called Minato's Death. And hopefully we'll get some. Hopefully with that we can at least get out of that and get it at least to the part where the manga is at, strict canon. Because all these fillers, I gotta admit I like the fillers, but you gotta admit it's hope it's not too. I gotta admit it's simple, but it's good. But I just want it a little bit out of the way if you're like me. And I gotta admit seeing him and Kushina bodyguard, I never saw that coming, but knowing Minato, he's doing this out of the goodness of his heart, and he's doing the best for Kakashi at the moment, because he is Kakashi's teacher. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. This is ANime.Sellavin of Naruto Shippuden, episode 349. I put the link down in the description of the video. Thank you for watching. Comment, and subscribe. Signing off.